So starting with device adoption, how big is this market? So looking at mobile device ownership, starting with the basics here, smartphone ownership and tablet ownership is just booming in the U.S. right now. From the third quarter of 2010 to the third quarter of 2011, we saw a 42% increase in smartphone adoption, up to a rate of, at least at the end of the third quarter of 2011, we had that smartphone adoption rate at 47% of U.S. broadband households. And translating that into actual households, we estimate that that equals about 39 million U.S. broadband households that currently own a smartphone at the end of the third quarter last year, and that number has certainly increased through the holiday season. Feature phone ownership, as you can see, has also increased. In that time period, while basic mobile phone ownership has declined by about 37% to just under a third of U.S. broadband households that currently own a basic mobile phone. And tablet adoption more than doubled year over year. So right now, or at the end of the third quarter of 2011, smartphone or tablet ownership stood at about 13% of U.S. broadband households, representing an estimated 11 million U.S. households. And again, that rate has certainly increased after the 2011 holiday season. We really confirmed these trends going into the holiday season. Like I mentioned earlier, we had a survey that went out right before Thanksgiving testing consumers' holiday purchase intentions. And we compared that with the same survey or similar survey that we had fielded in 2010 just before Thanksgiving of that year. And you can see that consumer intentions to purchase mobile devices like smartphones and iPads have certainly increased, while basic mobile phone intentions have remained flat. Market share is changing rapidly as this market matures. Looking forward into 2012, we asked consumers if they had an intention to purchase a smartphone over the next 12 months, and if so, which operating system they preferred for this phone purchase. So in this case, this would take us through to about October of 2012. And as you can see, comparing intentions going forward for the year from third quarter 2011 back to third quarter 2010, iPhone demand has stayed constant. There's really dramatic movement in demand for Android versus BlackBerry smartphones. Demand for BlackBerry as the preferred operating system for intended smartphone purchases actually fell 48% year over year, while demand for Android increased by 70%. In such a dynamic market, we expect that this market share is going to continue to change quite a bit over the coming year. We're expecting some shifts by the end of 2012, especially given the fact, if you look at the far right set of columns, that 1 in 5 consumers likely to purchase a phone this year haven't made up their mind which type of phone they'd like to buy. And one thing to note going forward is that Microsoft and Nokia will be making a big push for Windows on smartphones this year, highlighting their redesigned user interface named Metro. And while Microsoft has yet to really find much success in the smartphone market, we do think that it's likely that with a better designed phone and a big marketing push, we really could see Microsoft take the third place spot ahead of RIM's BlackBerry operating system by the end of the year.